이거. 그래서 저희는 합의 끝에 이걸 골랐습니다. 저는 이거. 저는 이거. 그래서
Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Diaries channel, where we discuss every little detail, every hidden moment, and every subtle vibration between Jimin and Jungkook, two names that always manage to make us smile, cry, and wonder every day. Today, ARMY is in a frenzy again. The reason? Two big things happened almost simultaneously, as if the universe was deliberately shaking our hearts. First, Jimin openly showed off a gift that left fans wondering, and second, Jungkook's sudden return from Japan, sparking a new wave of endless rumors. Since morning, timelines have been filled with screenshots, short videos, and fans trying to connect the dots between seemingly separate but very connected moments. Jimin looked bright, full of energy, and a little cuter than usual, and many felt that his change was no coincidence. Meanwhile, Jungkook, who had previously been seen engaging in mysterious activities in Japan, suddenly reappeared in Korea, and it didn't take long for ARMY to start connecting the two. Let's start with the first moment. Jimin and his mysterious gift. It wasn't once or twice that he'd been seen showing off something with a proud expression. In his sudden live streams, which usually happen when he's feeling emotional or missing someone, Jimin showed off an item he didn't directly mention. But his expression, the look in his eyes, the way he smiled slightly as if he was holding something back, all of it led fans to immediately speculate that it was more than just an ordinary item. And if you've been around Jimin for a while, you know that sometimes Jimin's expressions are more honest than his words. During the live stream, Jimin almost mentioned something several times, then stopped. He smiled, looked down, played with his hands, and then said something like, "I got something really meaningful." But he didn't explain who it was from or why. But ARMY noticed the little details that others often overlook. The way he touched the item so gently, the way he smiled thoughtfully, the way he looked a little nervous, as if holding back his honesty. All of this raised a big question. Was the gift from Jungkook? And here's where the universe suddenly added some drama. Just hours after Jimin was seen showing off his gift, news broke that Jungkook had returned from Japan. Video of his arrival at the airport immediately went viral. Jungkook looked handsome as usual, dressed simply and casually, but his expression was hard to describe. He looked a little tired, a little emotional, and as if he was thinking about something he couldn't hide despite his best efforts to appear casual. Many said he looked like someone returning to someone he missed. When these two major moments happened so close together, fans immediately connected them. Jimin showed off the gift that made him happy. Jungkook returned from Japan with a meaningful expression. Were the two somehow connected? ARMY couldn't stay silent. They began looking for patterns, timelines, and details that might not be immediately apparent. Some fans even noticed that Jimin's mood before Jungkook's return seemed a little empty. But after the news about Jungkook broke, Jimin suddenly seemed more energetic and cheerful. New rumors also emerged about what Jungkook was actually doing in Japan. Some fans speculated that he was away for some work, perhaps recording, a secret project, or even some personal downtime. But other rumors suggest this wasn't just a simple trip. Some believe Jungkook brought something home, something that could have been the gift Jimin showed off today. Is this a stretch? Maybe. But if you've followed Jikook for years, you know that little things like this often hold the most truth. When we revisited Jimin's live stream, some things became even more suspicious. For example, the way he referred to the gift as giving him strength. ARMYs immediately remembered how over the years, Jungkook had often said that Jimin was his source of strength, and vice versa. So when Jimin used words like that, fans immediately recalled many old moments. Their friendship bracelets, their matching hoodies, the pendants that suddenly appeared together, and other small patterns that were hard to dismiss as coincidence. A gift that gives strength certainly felt very personal and very Jikook. Rumors began to explode everywhere. Some fans were convinced that they had met after Jungkook's return, whether secretly or perhaps just met up once when Jungkook landed. Their timing and moods seemed perfectly in sync. Even though they were both currently in a very busy and stressful phase, they always seemed to influence each other, even when they weren't physically in the same place.
혹시 이제 간접감이 끝났어요? 어떻어요? 계시는 거?
네?
파리에 계시는 거에 맞춰?
There were also other small moments that made fans even more emotional. When Jimin was showing off the gift, he occasionally bit his lower lip, a habit he usually exhibits when he's embarrassed or blushing. Many fans immediately remarked that this expression only appears when someone special gives him something. And we know who often makes him blush like that. No need to name names. On the other hand, Jungkook, who had just returned from Japan, looked like someone who couldn't wait to return to the place where his heart lies. Even his walking through the airport seemed faster than usual. His eyes kept darting around, as if searching for someone. And while there's no evidence that Jimin personally picked him up, fans couldn't dismiss the possibility that they might have met behind the scenes, away from the cameras, away from the spotlight, away from a world that can often be too harsh on them. As news spread, emotional comments filled timelines. Some cried, some laughed hysterically, and some said they felt like they were back in 2017 when Jungkook would often drop in unintentional hints. But what was certain was that everyone agreed that their relationship, whatever it was, still seemed strong, sincere, and full of love, even during their busiest times, even when rumors and speculation constantly surrounded them, even when they were in different countries. Some fans also pointed out that both Jimin and Jungkook are deeply sentimental. They don't just keep things, they keep memories. So if Jimin was so proud of the gift, and if it really came from Jungkook, then it wasn't just an object. It was a symbol of something deeper, something only the two of them truly knew. After Jungkook's arrival, ARMY immediately noticed Jimin's mood steadily improving. In subsequent updates, Jimin appeared more relaxed, gentler, and more cheerful, and it reminded fans of how Jungkook's presence always seemed to have a profound effect on Jimin's life, and vice versa. Whether it was coincidence or not, this synchronicity had happened too often to be considered normal. Finally, rumors about their relationship have resurfaced. Some say the two may have celebrated something together. Others speculate that the gift was a personal show of support for Jimin, especially considering how difficult the past few weeks have been for him. Still, others feel it was their subtle way of letting the world know that they are still close, still supportive, and still important parts of each other's lives. Whatever the truth, one thing remains clear. Jimin and Jungkook have always shared a bond that's hard to describe. Whenever one of them does something, the other always feels involved, directly or indirectly. And today, the world felt it again. Jimin's gift, Jungkook's return. Two separate events that feel like two parts of the same story. And as always, ARMY can only wait, observe, and continue to feel the love that seems to flow between them. Maybe they'll never confess. Maybe they don't need to, because a relationship like theirs doesn't need to be explained. It just needs to be felt. Thank you for watching Jikook Diaries today. As always, our hearts are racing with every little move by Jimin and Jungkook, and we'll be following every detail together. Don't forget to like, comment, and share if you enjoyed the video. Also, let us know in the comments. Do you think the gift was really from Jungkook? And what really happened after he returned from Japan? Make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any updates, because every day we have something new to discuss. See you in the next video. Stay healthy, stay happy, and as always, keep loving, keep believing, and keep supporting Jikook. Bye!